If you have a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or rising sign, this is a look at the energies around you for the rest of the month of May. And as I record this, there was a new moon in Taurus just this morning. So this is a great time to look ahead for the rest of the month, new beginnings. Now, I pulled two different houses that may show where the focus of energies is for you for this month, for the rest of May. And it is your third house of communication, neighborhood, sort of networking in your near environment. Can also relate to siblings, but it's very much about communication, talking, learning, networking. And we've got your 12th house here. Now that is a very mysterious house of self-undoing, addictions, really deep-seated kind of negative self-sabotaging patterns. It's a Pisces house. It is also very inspired in the positive. It is really downloading very, inspired information from the universe. So this is intuitive information versus information you read and hear on the radio, learn. It is about information in and information out. Also, how your subconscious mind and self-limiting beliefs affect the way you communicate outwards. Have you ever had that experience where you blurt something out and someone says, "Oh my God, that just happened to me this morning," or "You must be talking about me," or and you think, "God, no, I didn't even know." There's some sort of download that you get when you blurt stuff out that you don't think has any meaning for someone, and somebody really responds to it. It's that kind of vibe. It's also, if you hold deep-seated negative beliefs about yourself, they leak out, even if you're trying to say positive things. The truth leaks out in a sort of subconscious, surreptitious way. That's all very 12th house. It's nebulous. It's sort of an unspoken vibe. You might be putting on a brave face on something, but the truth kind of emanates from you anyway. And it's about mixed messages. So when you get yourself into alignment, when you get your 12th house kind of hygiene up, then you are much more in alignment with what you speak, how you say something, how you communicate with other people, and how your messages are received. So this is quite an internal reading for this month. There might be other stuff that comes out, but this is certainly where we're starting from. And I am getting to read these two together. It is a symbiosis between your subconscious beliefs and how you communicate, and how you take information in. If you have a negative lens, anything that happens you will view negatively. But likewise, the opposite is, if you have a positive lens, even if something bad happens, you can sort of see it in a different light, or talk about it in a different light. You frame things differently, depending on your lens. It's the old glass half empty, glass half full scenario. It's kind of what we're dealing with this month. So there does seem to be some negativity around the way you view yourself, because you are a lot more than the smallness of your thinking is currently letting you see. And quite apt that Mother's Day is this month. This is the second time this card has come out this month for readings. This is a real time to mother yourself, nurture yourself, really repair your subconscious beliefs about who you are. Because we've also another card of the feminine here. The feminine side of your life is really being emphasized. This is the Divine Feminine card, Magnetic Receptive Power. Because when you are in tune, you attract more. You attract different things. Your beliefs really do color how you communicate, therefore what you attract. Seems to be a bit of a message this month. So I pulled some Wounded Healer cards to start with. This is a really good thought for you to have. I attract just by being. So you don't have to try, you don't have to make an effort. If you really believe yourself to be an abundant person who deserves love and deserves everything, then that is what you are. And you can attract just by being. You don't have to try. You don't have to make any effort. I feel like I've got lunch all over my face. Yes. So you don't have to try hard. You don't have to push hard. When people try too hard because they feel unworthy, it really comes across in their voice. Everything feels inauthentic. It feels forced. and people react to you differently. They sort of gives off a bit of a fake energy or a try-hard energy, and that isn't you. So it's a matter of really focusing in on your beliefs and really nourishing yourself so that you can magnetize in. By mothering yourself, you can attract more of what you want because you are more, you deserve more. So it is really about bringing the truth of who you are into your deep subconscious. So the two cards that came out alongside that were wounds. One was selfishness and the other was inferiority. And these definitely both go together. If you don't feel worthy in some way, of course you are not going to trust other people to look after you. And you might have had to have a lot of independence because of mother wounds. And that is a really valid way of making your way in life. If you don't feel, if there have been times where you may not have felt fully supported, you do tend to look after yourself. The drawbridges come down and you just focus. This is just self-relations. It's just not thinking about other people. It is really feeling a bit of a lack mindset and needing to keep things to yourself. Keep your emotions to yourself. Keep everything close to you because of pain. It's natural. And if you have in any way felt inferior, and we all have from time to time to various extents, there are times when somehow our mind viruses make us feel inferior for whatever reason. And that is definitely a self-protective mechanism when you feel inferior, to withdraw from other people, to keep your communications, either defensive or offensive. You just really, it colours what you say and how you say it. You can be touchy, edgy, you can be a little bit reactive, you might take things the wrong way. So this is what is coming up for you this month to be healed. And I attract just by being. It really does. You are going to attract so much this month, this receptive power. It is going to flow into you through this 12th house, through your crown chakra. You might get downloads that help you come to terms with your inner self. And then that will allow so much abundance in that is really here for you this month. So let's pull some cards. Let's have a look at how this might play out. This is crazy. These two cards came out for another set of people for the month of May. So this is a universal theme. This is about being stuck in your head with your fears. It is about being on the defense, being icy, being cynical, communicating in a style that keeps people at bay because of your sense of inferiority, your nerves, your worries about life, and really keeping people at bay with your intellect. This is all about fears and thoughts. So, that guy's not getting any restorative sleep. It's being stuck in a negative loop, and then greeting the world from behind a sword that says, don't fucking come near me, bitch. So that that energy does seem to be around for the collective this month. This has come out, as I say, for two groups. I'm pretty sure it was earth signs. Yeah, earth signs and now air signs. And it looks like you're doing a lot of contemplation here. You're kind of feeling a bit stuck, perhaps. A bit, everything seems a bit upside down. You don't really feel you can make any big moves. It's just the negativity of how you're feeling. But the best thing about being upside down is actually seeing life from an entirely different perspective. It really is the enlightenment of seeing something from another completely different point of view. So what else do the cards have for us? For air signs, for the rest of May. It feels like a very healing time. Yeah, so corset card is all about boundaries, self-limiting beliefs, how you keep yourself bound up and you hide behind the sword so no one can get close, the cynical, the cold, the aloof, the wit, the sparkling wit that sort of parries people away. And it's really about protecting your heart, keeping that sword right in front there just to protect your heart. It's really understandable. And you are a smart person. Air signs are renowned. This is air sign energy. Queen of Swords is very sparkling, very bright, very canny, very discerning. And they're all great qualities. But when you lead with the sword, because of negative fears, that is when you can get yourself hamstrung. So you are really being asked to look at your boundaries and loosen those corset strings a little bit this month, air signs. You're being asked to try new things, try things in a different way, try communicating with people in a different way. Because when you communicate differently, when you believe differently and you communicate differently, people will respond to you in a different way, and it might be really quite unexpected. So keep trying different maneuvers, different things until something kind of clicks for you. Because you are supposed to be, this does feel a bit like a love reading is what we're getting into now. This is about cooperation. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be love, but it's people going in the same direction with the same aim in life, working together in harmony, if you like. So this is here for you. Once you start to relax the crack a little bit, as they say, just let some more air in. You know, when you've got a corset, you may not know, but when you've got a corset bound tight, it can be quite hard to breathe. And the breath is your inspiration, and it inspires you, and it allows you to talk and communicate with passion and freedom. When you are restricting your breath, there is a very sort of tense energy. It's not free, and you really are keeping people at arm's length and really limiting yourself, stifling yourself. So that is the message that you are being asked to work on. This is your opportunity for the month. Let's see abundance, you know, receptive feminine energy, mothering yourself, tapping into your own divine feminine energies, whatever your gender is. There is so much abundance here if you can relax and allow. It's the opposite of the corset. The corset and the swords keep things out. It is about opening up to the fullness of life, which is scary. And if you have a mother wound, if there have been times in your life where you felt unsupported, of course you put something on or around your communication style or around your psyche to hold everything in, keep people out, hold everything in. It cradles you. It feels comforting until it bites, until the restrictions leave you feeling stifled. So it's something that is maybe a comfort, something that's been in your comfort zone in the way you think about yourself deeply and how you communicate. It's been comfortable, but it's time to break free of this corset is what I'm picking up. These readings are so similar. I could basically maybe only do one reading for the whole collective. There is wild card energy for you this month. Something is going to come at you, some change, some sudden realization, some sudden event out of the blue. Wild card energy is going to sweep you up, and it is going to open your heart. The Queen of Cups is calling to you. Honestly, this is the second time this combination of cards has come up in a reading. It is stop leading with your intellect, your superiority, because you're very, very smart. Stop intimidating people with your brains and your wit and your sparkling repartee, which can be fun. But really you are being asked to lead with your emotions and what you are really feeling and communicating that and coming to terms with that in your subconscious mind of self-undoing. Again, it's about healing, the love, the mothering. I said it to the other group and I'll say it to this group. You know, imagine the Queen of Cups is so nurturing, very motherly, very caring. Can be a mama bear as well, like fierce and strong, but you know, imagine nurturing a little helpless little kitten or a little puppy or a little baby, and just imagine pouring so much love into that little defenseless little creature, and just look down at that beautiful little creature, and then realize that that is you. You can give this love to yourself, and you can lean into that sort of visualization. It can create quite a profound shift. What else does the universe want you to know for the rest of the month of May? Either regarding this or pull 3 more cards from here. Okay, there is a water sign person around you, or again, this is just flagging the realm of emotions. Could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or it could just be really connecting with your own emotional inner life. Connect with this person within you. there is an element here that there is something you're resisting change. You're resistant to this change. You're in your corset and it might be biting your skin and cutting off your circulation, but it also feels familiar. And that's really the essence of the 12th house, self-undoing, self-sabotage. You would rather feel the pain because you know it and you expect it, you know what it is, it's familiar, than let go of all the corset strings and open up to new risks and new possibilities. But there is progress here for you, smooth progress, getting on a new track and going for it without any impediments here. So that is something that is here for you as an opportunity for the rest of this month, air signs. What energies are you being asked to lean away from here? And energies to lean towards. Okay, we got 2 3s out. Now 3s are all about multi-party situations. Can be love triangles, can be groups. But then we got the 3 of Cups in the negative and the 3 of Wands in the negative. Now the 3 of Wands in the negative is all about lack of abundance because of these restrictions and fears and doubts. You know, you really have to believe you are more. You have to lean away from denying the abundance that wants to come in for you. Likewise, 3 of Cups in reverse. Lean away from over-independence. Lean away from love triangles. Messy situations, which is a great way to self-sabotage, is to be in love with 2 people at once. Because you know you can't make it work permanently with either of them. It's brilliant get out of jail free card. Choosing relationships that are difficult because of circumstances. Instinctively, you know this isn't really going to work out long term. There are so many complicating factors. It's like that old joke about gay American guys who go, oh, my girlfriend lives in Canada. You know, it's that sort of thing where there's something that feels so comfortable about something that you know is going to go wrong because you expect it. You know what to expect. You kind of subconsciously, and you may not even realize it, but you know how the story is going to end before you even start. And even though it's painful, you know what it's going to be, and that certainty removes the doubts because you've got certainty. So that is a really self-limiting way of comforting yourself by knowing the pain that by knowing the pain, foreseeing it, and just accepting it as that's just my pattern, that's life, that's how life works out for me. You know, you can change your beliefs and change the outcome, but you've got to be willing to let go of anticipating the pain and taking comfort from anticipating a certain flavor of pain. You're a really strong person and you're a really smart person, but the overthinking can get to you, and trying to live out your 12th house, which is very spiritual, it's very instinctive, it's very nebulous, it can be massively creative. It is a house of addictions. It's a Pisces type house. So divine inspiration. But when you live that out through your fears, it's going to be massively limiting to you. So lean away from 3 of Cups in reverse. Scandal, gossip, over partying, no support, lack of time for others, and being too independent are some of the keywords on this card. It's in the upright, it can be joy. So you're basically stifling your opportunity for joy by keeping yourself safe and living in your known fears. So it's about letting go of those known fears. So to lean towards, energies to lean towards. Take courage, jump on that horse, grab that passionate stick of creativity and taking a risk, and launch out into some passionate new endeavor. With energy, charm, passion. It's a free-spirited knight crusading off to conquer new lands and to have new adventures. And, you know, it can be rebellious, hot-tempered and driven without too much forethought. So it's sort of saying leap into action. Just do it is kind of the slogan of this dude. And that is about fire sign energy. So it is sparkling passion, flirtation. It may not necessarily be around for the long haul, but it's, fun while it lasts kind of vibe. This can be a bit of a player type energy, but you can be lighthearted with it. You can just try different things. Be a bit more Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your approach. And also be a bit more generous. Be a bit more giving of yourself. When you have the confidence in yourself, in your self-worth, you will be able to, and you mother yourself there, you nurture yourself, you will be able to unclench. And in unclenching, you can be more generous with other people, even if it's just in praise. Be more generous. Tell people that, tell your friends, oh my God, I haven't said this lately, but you're really cool. I really enjoy spending time with you. Just be a little bit more generous of yourself. Share with people what's going on for you, especially deep conversation, deep talk can really help. So it's not just about generosity with money there. That's the least of it. It's about giving of yourself. And when you're bound up in a corset, you're not giving. Like I said before, it's tight. It's keeping everything in. So loosening up allows you to share and give. All right. What else can we see coming up here? What else does the universe want you to know about the rest of this month? Do you know what? I'm being called to pick another topic. How about that? So that was your internal world. That's your internal world, and that there is abundance there if you'll just loosen up. Look at your self-sabotaging behavior. Nurture yourself out of that, and then loosen up, communicate. You'll be amazed at what comes back to you. And we got the Hold Your Vision card, which I haven't talked about. And to me, this is saying, this month, craft your vision of your life and hold firm to that, your new life. Let's think of something new. Let's birth a new attitude, a new belief about yourself. And then hold firm on that. Ask the universe every day, how can I go about bringing this new vision? 5th house, romance just jumped out. Okay, so this is where push comes to shove. I think bringing this whole combination of advice together. There is abundance waiting for you in the 5th house of creativity and romance. It very much is going to come down to your self-belief, ridding yourself of self-sabotaging behavior, and communicating from the heart with more of your genuine self, or even communicating your fears, your nebulous fears that you'll never be good enough. Find a counselor to talk to, or a friend that you trust. Bring it out. There's something very powerful about saying something aloud. And if that's too much for you, write something down. Don't show it to anyone. Write something out. Be very blunt with yourself. I feel like this and that is why my life will never work out, why I will never be happy. And then write, universe, what can you tell me about this? And keep moving your pen, and the universe might start giving you thoughts, ideas. You might start writing answers to yourself. So ask a question, you will get an answer. Ask and you shall receive. But anyway, let's talk about the 5th house, because there is energy around romance and creativity for you for the rest of the month of May. It will very much depend on you getting your subconscious self-limiting beliefs in order. Bring them to light so you can get rid of them. Because you are more, you really have to tap into this magnificence that you are and own it. If you knew how other people saw you, you would be amazed. Think of it, if you like, as a virus that has gotten into your brain that doesn't belong to you, but it's giving you thoughts. And you can say to those thoughts, fuck off. That's not me. I know that. Whoever you are whispering this poison in my ear, that making me feel like that and behave like that, you can fuck right off. Tell your thoughts to fuck right off, because they're not true. You are more. So they can get fucked. If you want a personal reading to go deeper into this for your own situation or psyche, please email me, orders@abundancelovejoy.com, or go to my Snipfeed page, snipfeed.co/abundancelovejoy, just to see what the options are. Readings start at as little as $15 US each. for a pre-recorded video from me that I do just for you, just specifically to your question. So hit me up by all means. But let's see, what does the universe want you to know about opportunities for romance and children and creativity? It's the Leo house of expression. Okay, Eight of Wands, communication, Cupid's arrows, in fact. A lot of communication. You might want to initiate communication. Third house, remember, with somebody that you fancy. Or this is communication incoming that you receive from someone you fancy. And or it could be a creative impetus, some message communication, some inspiration, divine inspiration. That's 12th house as well. Where's my other blue card? 12th house is divine inspiration. That really fires you up creatively. But again, Cupid's arrows. We've got nostalgia, beautiful 6 of cups here. Somebody that you might have known for a long time. It could be an ex that you're particularly fond of. You are feeling very defensive. You're the walking wounded here. So be gentle with yourself. You know, this situation comes in guns blazing, and you might be going, oh, I'm not actually sure about this because I'm really the walking wounded here. It's getting rid slowly of, you know, these self-sabotaging beliefs or the past pain that has just knocked you around so much. It's hard to trust. Totally understand that. So there is beautiful love here, though. This is soulmate energy. This is beautiful. It's love. It's friendship, nostalgia. It's just all those good feelings, like first love feelings that are there for you, coming in for you. If you can sort of get past all these wounds that have been inflicted on you, that have lodged in your 12th house, that are filling your head with worries, that you do need to exorcise like a demon. Think of it that way, as if it would help. Think of it as a virus that your immune system is now going, I'm going to fucking get you. You have no place in my system anymore. 5th house, please, for air signs. Oh, yes. You have the tools to do this. You know what's going on. You are smart. You know you overthink things from time to time. You know you parry people away with your sword of superiority, superior wit, and intellect. You know you rationalize your feelings and come from a place of logic, like you think you can override your feelings through the sheer power of your thoughts because you are so fucking clever. But you can turn those tools to your advantage as well. You have the ability to do this. You are smart enough. You just have to have the intent that you are going to address this. There is passion ahead for you. 5th house, bonfire. Bonfire of the passions. I'm going to read this card to you. Enthusiasm, energy, heated, intense, joy, ignite. Passion, ecstasy, exhilaration, spark, community, sharing ideas, get things going, orgasm, fanaticism, fierce, and fever. So it is a very powerful card, a lot of energy here. And smooth sailing, affluence, fun, adventure. There's sort of self-indulgent, sophisticated, over-the-top extravagance indicated with this card. But it is my smooth sailing card. It's setting the course. It's the opposite of this. You know, these fears don't exist. Follow your passions and you will have smooth sailing. Passion is the way in to the heart. The heat can spark the heart. Of course, you can have empty passion without the heart. The key is get your heart involved. Bring the Queen of Cups energy, the 6 of Cups energy, the Queen of Cups energy. Open your heart. Allow yourself to feel and allow yourself to receive. Receive love. You are so loved, but you have a tendency at times to keep it at bay. You are more. You're worthy of all this love, this flood of love. It might make you feel uncomfortable. This corset, keeping it out, keeping the outside out. All this love wants to come in and massage you and hug you and rub its hands all over your body, but with that corset, you're just really like, it's a rejection of anything, any tactile love. So try and use that as an analogy there. Yeah, because there's smooth sailing, even abundance. Travel to a new situation with ease and luxury through passion. It is absolutely beautiful. You have the tools. I'm not going to take that. I'm going to shuffle mindfully. Air signs, 5th house. What do they most need to know for the rest of this month? That card showed itself. I wanted to jump out before. You might have someone else living rent-free in your mind that is getting in the way of things, or somebody may be actively interfering in a connection that you want to foster. Think about this. What is getting in the way? Whose attitudes have you subconsciously adopted? Subconscious. What subconscious? Somebody may have gotten into your head and make you overthink a situation, make you second guess your own judgment. And it may be an actual physical block of some sort that somebody else, it's sort of like I'm in love with my best friend's boyfriend or something like that. There is some kind of block that seems tangible, it's a tangible block. So go within, identify what this is. What else do air signs need to know? Starry-eyed romantic. That is ahead for you, but be warned this is about keeping to yourself. It's not about the greed this time. It is about being a solo unit, being selfish, and just not giving of yourself, not communicating who you are, not communicating your truth. Being selfish is keeping all that inside, keeping it all to yourself is not what you want. That's what you want. Equal give and take, especially when it comes to saying things, sharing of yourself. People share back with you. That's how relationships are formed, and that's what gets beyond passion to the heart, when you actually share in a measured way, bit by bit, share of yourself with someone else. They share with you. You form a bond of mutual understanding, of mutual acceptance. It is beautiful, and it is what helps open the heart, empathy with others, and feeling there, allowing them to have empathy for you and to nurture you. It's a very vulnerable thing to do for many people. I'm certainly guilty of that. Allow people to help, let people in. There is so much love and abundance that wants to come your way if you're open to receiving it this month. Someone's obsessed by you. It's mutual. There's a mutual obsession going on here. There is some shyness to overcome. So this might be a flaw that you might have to grapple with. I don't know if this is just this month or this is something that is a bit more ongoing and part of your 12th house limiting beliefs, where you might in the past have gone after people for the wrong reasons, for outward reasons, status, because they look good. They're you're proud to have them on your arm. They're like a trophy of some sort. And it's been without the sharing, the genuine give and take of sharing your fears, your hopes, your dreams, your ideal life, what kind of partnership you want. When you can share those things, you build the love and trust. Maybe that is something that you need to, I don't know, you're probably very good at that, but lean into that. Don't focus on the outward shiny aspects of people who may seem fantastic, but really are, it's not consequential, it's not deep, it's not emotional, it is shallow. The shallow, shiny, exciting things. All that glitters is not gold, that old saying. It is very much about that. Look into someone's heart, see what's there for you. Do they have you in their heart? And do you have them in your heart? Oh my God, I'm going to cry. That is really important. Crikey. Okay. What are the energies to lean away from in your 5th house and energies to lean towards? Okay. Energies to lean away from, we got, I'm clumsy today, the Hanged Man in reverse. Lean away from being stuck and taking no action. Being at a standstill, being unable to make a decision, refusing to be enlightened, refusing to see things from a new perspective, refusing to let go of all of these self-limiting beliefs. You've got to lean away from that energy. Movement and openness and the willingness to move and take action will really help you. And so don't lean into delays and nervously putting things off. It might be a sacrifice that you have to make. By opening up to somebody, especially about 12th house matters that are very intensely private. This is the most private part, the most secretive, hidden part of your psyche, water, emotions, 12th house Pisces. It's going to be a sacrifice to open up. Look, and we already had the Hanged Man out. This was your, feeling stuck, but at least having the opportunity with life being turned upside down to see things from a new perspective. Lean it towards 3 of Swords, it's heartbreak. Be willing to risk heartbreak. Risk brings reward. And be willing to do the work to heal the heartbreak of the past. Don't let it live within you and colour you permanently. There is beautiful love around you. Don't live in fear. Don't live in that place. You can heal your heartbreak this month, and by taking a risk and receiving all the beautiful love that people have for you. Getting one more card from here. Again, 3 of Swords. This is a big theme. Heartbreak. It's both the same. Energy to lean away from. It's gonna be, you might be terrified about this. So by all means, be gentle with yourself, mother yourself. Don't bite off more than you can chew. But it's really important to heal from the pain. Don't let it define you. Don't let it trap you. Oh my God, okay, I've got to get more. I'm going to this deck. Reality check deck. 5th house, releasing this pain. What do we need to know for air signs about healing the heartbreak of the past that is really stifling? That it's covering the heart. It's the armor that keeps the heart protected. Oh my gosh. Sorry, this is so long. I hope it's useful. Okay, that card wanted to come out. Okay, so you may have felt deliberate deception in the past. You may be deceiving yourself through these fears as a way of keeping yourself limited and safe. But you are being guided towards a situation that is going to really help. It's going to open you up. And your fears are unfounded. It's not what it seems. All this negative thoughts, they're not what they seem. They're just, as I said, mind viruses that are false. Just deny them. Just say, I don't believe you, stupid negative thought. Achievement is about effort plus intention. Set your intention to be more open, to communicate. So make it a little goal. I'm going to tell somebody something small about myself that is maybe a little bit fragile, a little bit opening yourself up a little bit to what's going on inside. And make it quite low stakes, but just make it an intention. I'm going to be more open about who I genuinely am and what my fears are. Speaking to your fears gets rid of them. This is sort of insomnia. When you've got racing thoughts at night, if you were to sit across from someone and tell them all these thoughts, you might both end up laughing. It's like, dude, come on, that's unlikely. Bringing things to light. Set the intention to be more positive in your thoughts. Have your sort of spiritual hygiene, your self-nurturing. Get your self-nurturing on point. So it's not the negative. Replace every negative. Be intentional about replacing every negative thought with a nurturing thought. 2 nurturing thoughts for every 1 negative thought. Make that an intention. Ask the universe to help you and make the effort. Take baby steps if need be. If you want this change, you can have this change. You do have to take baby steps. Healing the heart, power of self-love. Okay, I think that sums up this whole reading perfectly. Mothering yourself and then receiving, being open to receive all the good things that are going to flow into you once you have healed your heart with the power of self-love. On my YouTube, I have a guided visualization called Be the Tree, and that is a really great way to feel self-love just by existing. My God, was that one of the cards? I attract just by being. You attract love just by being. You deserve love just by being. So air signs, sorry that was a bit of an epic one. I hope that helps. And as I say, if you'd like a personal reading, reach out. But meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you all the abundance, love and joy in the world for the rest of May and beyond.